How can a weapon go from absolute top tier to bottom of the barrel in just a couple of years? In today's video, we'll be discussing the Osmumten's Fang, and we'll be trying to figure out where the hell things went wrong with this once iconic, super accurate weapon. Welcome to my video. I'm Tomb Goblin, and it's time to talk about the downfall of the Osmumten's Fang. Once considered by many to be old school RuneScape's most powerful melee weapon, the Osmumten's Fang, released on the 24th of August 2022, bolstered usage rates and a versatility like the game had never before seen. Upon its release, the Osmumten's Fang outperformed niche and namesake weapons at their own jobs, such as the Dragon Hunter, crossbow, and lance. This goddamn sword was so fucking strong upon its release that it left the now revised and ultra-powerful Scythe of Vitter in its ruinous wake. Without ever having actually received any nerfs to its actual hard stats, what could be the reason for the Fang's downfall? It's easy to jump to conclusions and point out that the Tombs of Amonsgst has been farmed harder and completed more times than any other raid, partially due to the raid's predictability and relatively easy learning curve, serving as an ideal place for new raiders to start their first ever raiding encounters. The Tombs and its bountiful underrealm are farmed day and night by both man and bot for its rich plunder and its thick-ass booty. Approximately 2 months after the release of the Osmumten's Fang, it underwent its first hotfix, reading, "The Fang will now only re-roll the player's accuracy roll, rather than re-rolling both accuracy and the monster's defense outside of the TOA. Due to it being vastly superior compared to other melee weapons, even in super effective situations. This hotfix is what I believe to be only potentially a small contribution reflecting its current negative disposition. Often compared and weighed against the Grazi Rapier, which is sourced from the Theater of Blood, pairing the price history of the two weapons, considering the Grazi Rapier has been in game years longer than the Osmumten's Fang. I believe the Grazi Rapier's price this day more accurately reflects an appropriate and healthy market shelf life. Could the Scythe of Vitter reclaiming its rightful position on the throne after its buff and rework on the 17th of January 2024 have anything to do with where the Fang sits today? This would make for the Scythe's actual first rework in the over 6 years it was already in game. The update reads, "The Scythe of Vitter's slash accuracy has been increased from 110 to 125. Charging the Scythe now costs 1 vial of blood and 200 blood runes for 100 charges, in opposition to the old 300 blood runes for 100 charges. And the Scythe's charges are only used when one of the hits deal damage. With the seemingly increasing numbers and popularity at the Theater of Blood, having a more accurate and cheap to operate and efficient Scythe has people wanting to get their hands on one of these bad bitches more than ever. But what about the absolute majority of people who cannot afford the Scythe? Would that make the Osmumten's Fang a bit more popular, giving the drastic price differential? Considering the Osmumten's Fang is statistically best in slot for the stab combat style, what other relatively viable weapons does the Fang have to compete with? Let me know in the comment section down below. And then we have the Zamorak and Hasta. Not talking shit about good old reliable, but considering the cheap price of the Osmumten's Fang and its uncanny accuracy, these weapons just don't compare. Something's not adding up. Another viable stab weapon I can think of is the Dragon Hunter Lance, which again, at one point in time, the Osmumten's Fang out-niched and made entirely obsolete. Ah yes, and then we have the Guthan's War Spear. See where I'm going with this? The worst part is that this doesn't really answer as many questions as I was hoping. What do you guys think is responsible for the downfall of the Osmumten's Fang? Could you guys even imagine what the price of this sucker would be had it not been already added to the Grand Exchange item sync list in January 2023? And that's gonna be a motherfucking wrap. If you guys enjoyed the video half as much as I enjoyed making it, please windmill fucking smash that like and those subscribe buttons if you haven't already. Or if you would really like to wet my whistle, consider for as little as 99 cents a month becoming a member, where you could have your name recognized at the end of each of my videos, gain access to my members only content, and many other cool benefits. Until next time guys, Tomb Goblin out.